A special memorial is underway in the Iranian capital today for the men and women who lost their lives in last month's post-election turmoil. But it didn't take long for police to crack down. With the latest, we're joined on the line by a reporter in Tehran. We're not disclosing his identity for his own safety. Now, first, can you tell me, you've just returned from the cemetery in Tehran. Describe for us what was happening there.
Yeah, I just came back from the Zahra cemetery, which is in the suburbs of Tehran, where Mousavi and Karoubi joined at least 10,000 people were mourning for Neda Aghasoltan and other people who were innocently killed during the turmoil in Tehran. Well, I was inside the mourning ceremony, where there were lots of riot police who were attacking people with electronic or with plastic batons, and I've seen and I've witnessed at least 10 people, old women and old men who were injured severely because of they were beaten up by the batons of the riot police. I see with my eyes Mehdi Karoubi, the candidate incumbent, who was also beaten up by the riot police. It was the first time that the riot police attacked people inside the cemetery, which according to Islam is considered as a holy place.
Okay, now we are just looking at some of the pictures that you are describing there, and we are right. There are thousands and thousands of people there at the cemetery. Describe the mood, though, of the people who were there with a message. They were willing to take on this risk.
It's a very risky. It was a risky day. So the people who attended the ceremony, they were ready for being beaten up. It was very interesting that lots of riot police, tens of thousands of people were joining the cemetery, and they were all ready to be beaten up. It means that they were bored, they were fed with the whole injustice that's happening inside the Islamic regime, and they were ready to show their protest. And what was very fascinating was that there were lots of people from different range and different classes. There were old people, there were young people, there were people from South Tehran, North Tehran, coming outside of Tehran in the suburbs, in the cemetery, to show that they are still united and they will stand. It's a very risky day. If you're a normal Iranian, you need to be very courageous to go to the cemetery, because there are riot police there. They are ready and they have permission to attack you, and you are there. And I think they are very courageous.
No, we understand that, and someone has taken the time to post these images that we're seeing now on YouTube so that the rest of the world can see what is happening there. Now, besides the cemetery, are there other events taking place in the country today?
Yeah, reportedly people were supposed to gather in the big mosque in Tehran, which is called Musalla, and Mousavi and Karoubi both asked the Interior Ministry in Iran to give them permission to hold a mourning ceremony inside of Tehran, which the Interior Ministry didn't give them permission. But people have now gathered in front of that mosque in the center of Tehran, where I passed along just some minutes ago, and I saw thousands of people there in the cars and outside of the car protesting and shouting death to the dictator. And I think that's going to start right now, because reportedly people were supposed to gather then by 6 p.m. Tehran time, which is just now it's like 6:10 Tehran time. It has been started, and I think in the small hours you will see lots of people in the streets in Tehran protesting for the 10th day of the death of Neda Aghasoltan and the other martyrs.
It sounds like security officials, though, are taking this very seriously and trying to disperse crowds, trying to arrest people. Is there any sense on how many have been arrested or how many have been injured?
Well, I didn't see anyone arrested myself, but I saw many people injured severely. I saw many people who were in blood, actually, either in the cemetery or in the streets in Tehran. So I can say, because the people have attacked, the riot police have attacked people, and many have been injured severely. But I didn't see anyone arrested, mostly because they don't have any other space to put the people on. But on the other hand, they were all mostly attacking people rather than doing anything.
Okay, well, we appreciate you joining us today. Thanks for all of that information from inside Tehran.